Hey, it's Dario and this is Coffee with the Markets, and today I would like to talk to you about the fact that Google won't show your website. Hey again, it's Dario and this is Divity Finance, a platform where we can share our best tips and tools when it comes to trading, investing or finance in general. And if you love the subject, please consider subscribing. When we talk about Google, we all know what we are talking about, okay? We are talking about that platform that you can search things on. We talk about YouTube. Now, I think that all people know that YouTube has been bought by Google, but do you actually realize how big Google is? So let's talk a little bit about what happens when you search something on Google. Well, what happens is that 50% of the searches will not result in a click through. That means that 50% of those researches remain within the Google platform, the Google search bar essentially, okay? So 50% of them. That means that one person every two people will remain within the platform if they are looking for information, which means less clicks on your website. And on top of that, we have the 12% of the searches remain within Google platforms, either YouTube, Google Maps, Google Images, and so on, which leaves websites with just a tiny 38% of searches, which is way less than back in the days. What means this? Of course, this means less clicks on your website, less viewers on your website, and less viewers on commercials on your website. And at the end of the day, less money for you that you own a blog or own a website or own anything related to websites that need websites in order to survive. But of course, this is a perspective from the website creators. What about Google? Well, of course, Google says that this new type of implementation, such as the headlines, such as the resume from Wikipedia, for example, such as the Google results, when you search for a date of birth of someone, for example, Google says that all these implementation are made so that the platform is more user-friendly, so to make the experience better and easier. But of course, the ones that are going to lose money, it's never Google. And in this case, it's quite the opposite. Google is already a big company, and this thing, which means that 20% of the total searches remain within Google website and 50% of them remain in the Google search bar, so in the Google search system, means that Google will make more money at the end of the day. They will have more searches for them, and again, the searches will remain in the ecosystem of Google, and Google will get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so let's talk a little bit about what it means for a company that big to become even bigger. You know, this modern economy works because there are competitors. For example, you can see the Apple and you can see Samsung. There are competitors, and so the price can be reasonable. The research is always done because you have to be ahead of your competitors and so on. But when you don't have competitors, you basically can have the price point that you want, you can have the quality that you want, you can either research if you want, not research if you don't want to, and so on. And that's really dangerous. So at the end of the day, what I would like to discuss in this video is whether or not governments, and I know this is a very strong opinion, whether governments should do something about these big companies. And I'm not talking just about Google, because also Facebook is on that track. And so do you think that government should make something about these companies? Of course, Google is always receiving fines over fines over fines, but they are so big that they don't even care about those fines. I mean, other types of things that the government should do to these companies, maybe take a major change, maybe take major decisions for those companies and for the future of those companies, to a little bit block the growth and say, you know what, you cannot do that. You don't have many competitors. We need to have competitors in this economy because monopoly, it's never good. Do you think the governments should do that? I personally don't really know. I don't like governments to make decisions for private companies because, again, Google is a private company, not a public company. And so when a government takes decisions for those companies, why can't it just take decisions for other companies? And then we fall into this black hole where we are near to a communism, okay? So let me know what you think. I don't know what to think about these companies because, of course, again, I don't like that Google is so big. Of course, from an investor perspective, might be appealing to buy Google, but from a user perspective, and even more from an entrepreneur perspective, I am really worried. But hey, this was all I had to say for Google and for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like and let me know in the comments down below what you think about this subject. Do you think that government should make special maneuvers to these companies or not? And I'll see you in the next video. Hey, it's Dario and this is Coffee with the Markets. And how do you make more money at your job? So today I would like to talk to you what I think is the most effective way to make more money at your job. So not drop shipping, not trying to find an online job that will make you